Hello, faithful listeners, and welcome to All Hail the King, a podcast where we delve into the mystic, mysterious, and often macabre world of Stephen King adaptations. My name is Joe, and I'm here with my co-hosts Garen and Viv. On this episode, do you guys want to see a dead body?
I don't know if I do want to see a dead body.
Why not? Have you ever seen a dead body?
Not of a human.
Have you?
Not of a human.
I think I have. I think I saw someone drown in Spain.
IRL?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Was it the Australian Prime Minister?
No, unless it was. Maybe it was.
He drowned in Spain?
Maybe it was.
Well,
I know he got swallowed by sharks or something.
I know he just walked straight onto the water and he went missing.
That's how I want to go. Swallowed by the ocean.
Australian listeners, email in.
Yeah.
Tell us about your Prime Minister and how he disappeared.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
No, I don't think I have seen a dead human body.
What was the dead body you did see?
I mean, I've seen many dead animals on the road driving and...
Birds,
I
foxes.
saw a dead rat in work.
Do you want to see a dead body and it's
really?
just like a squashed hedgehog on the side of the road?
Gross. I mean, no more gross than a literal dead human.
I think a dead human's way more gross.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then you got the emotional baggage.
Yeah.
I overheard someone the other day who was just like, oh yeah, when I was little I used to catch spiders and rip their legs off one by one.
That's insane.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah, like what, you agree?
No, just yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay, right. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's not that fucked up.
I think it's pretty fucked up. I know that people don't
Did you know,
like insects, but
did
still.
you know Paul McCartney used to smash toads with hammers when he was a
That's
child?
insane.
Has he written a song about it?
Yeah,
Has
smash toad. It's on fucking McCartney too.
Live and let.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
A little fucked up, but it's the
pretty fucked up.
It's the 50s. What the fuck else were you gonna do?
Anything else?
Like what?
I don't know.
Be
Maybe,
racist?
maybe go on a walk with your three best buds to go see a dead frog.
Guys, do you want to go smash some frogs?
I was really annoyed because this morning I had some great ideas for what we could have done with this trilogy of sorts.
Yeah? What's that so?
Well, I had countless ideas.
Explain.
So we could have done all the episodes stood up the entire time.
I mean, I guess we could have.
This is actually kind of bad for us. We'll be able to inflect more.
Yeah. We could have done Stand By Me in the middle and then said, hey, we had a sandwich.
That's pretty good. I do want to add, though, Viv, I don't think I need any more inflection as it goes.
But if we're standing, it's like we're doing stand-up.
Okay, Joe goes downstairs and we still hear him from the room below.
Stand-up comedy.
Stand up by me.
Standing... What are your other ideas? Are those them?
Yeah, those are my ideas. Like I said, countless ideas.
We could have done this
two of them.
We could have done this on the train tracks.
On the train tracks?
Yeah, I live by a train station, don't I?
I guess so.
Well, okay.
You just see it, just okay, and now
Joe,
that's the end of the book set.
You've narrowed down where you live exponentially.
To be fair, I have. Oh well.
Someone will find you.
Yeah, that's fine. What are they gonna do?
Say hi.
Be nice. Say hi.
What if the person travels back through time and posts a dodgy DVD through your door?
Vegas, it wasn't even a dodgy DVD.
Oh.
It was a real copy.
Okay, but it seems it's dodgy to do that.
It was very dodgy. You know my Magic Roundabout story. I've never told it on the podcast. I'm not going to tell it now because we have to talk about the stand.
You can tell her.
Okay. We can do it on the Magic Roundabout episode.
Okay, I'll tell it really quick. Essentially, just one day, me and my brother were home, and someone put a DVD copy unwrapped of the Magic Roundabout through the door, and we assumed someone had ordered it. No, in the DVD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the case.
And, that was the disc hitting the floor.
That's really
that
good.
Was very vivid.
Yeah.
It sounded more like a PS1 disc than anything, but...
Yeah, we never found out where it came from, who did it. We did watch the Magic Roundabout.
Some Jew on the curse shit, you're gonna put it on and
said juice on the curtain.
Jew on the curse.
Jew Joe's Bizarre Adventure.
I did tell you, didn't I? I was trying to somehow work a JoJo's reference into this somehow. I'm not going to. That in a way that is the reference. Thank you.
Every day, it's getting closer.
Lollipop, lollipop.
Oh fuck, we're turning into Glee.
It's my plan all along.
Fuck.
You fools.
You know we've just sinned. We've mentioned Glee before Joe did.
Oh, we did.
I feel like that happens more often than not. If not, you insinuate it to get me to mention it.
On the podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, the Stand By Me, The Stand by Me. I'm so used to saying The Stand, I panicked halfway through. Stand by Me. Who has a ties to this?
This is a classic. Everyone's seen it.
I have seen it.
I'd only seen it for the first time this year.
Really? I'd only seen it for the first time last year, so there we go. You're more recent then.
Okay, I retract my statement.
When did you see it for the first time, Viv?
I remember seeing it as a kid. I don't remember when. But it's just always been there.
Yeah.
It's like the... Okay, I'll be honest. I think I saw the Family Guy bit before I see the actual movie.
No,
but like the cultural osmosis of the story has been like integrated in basically most media.
I know the Family Guy version very well.
I knew Stand By Me. Like, I knew of it the whole time. The reason I watched it last year, it was before we started the podcast, or before we had plans to start the podcast. It was truly one of those things of just, hang on, this is a movie I've never watched despite it being so popular. So that's why I watched it. And I loved it the first time I watched it. I was sobbing, and my opinions haven't changed. I know we usually don't give our opinions on the movies straight away, but seeing as I have a tie to this one, and I only read the short story for this episode, I think I might as well just say, I love the movie. We saw it again recently in cinemas, which was nice.
That was the first time I'd seen it.
It was it? Great first time to experience it then. Yeah, and I love this movie.
Yeah, me too. I have a nice soft spot for it. Really well paced.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about the movie later on.
I feel like it'll grow on me. For me, it's still very early days, but I really like it.
That's good. But it was, in fact, an adaptation. Not of a story called Stand By Me, though.
Won't you stand? Stand by me.
I went to Morrison's earlier to pick up one of those Too Good To Go bags for my dad, and they was playing Stand By Me, but not that Stand By Me, like the other one.
Did you know that they were going to do a different cover of Stand By Me for the movie?
I do. Let's hold on to that information. Shall we?
You're in for a treat.
I know now.
Yeah.
And so are you, listeners.
Yeah. Just keep listening and you'll find out. But yeah, it was based on a short story called The Body. Way worse of a name, but also makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it does what it says on the tin.
The Body.
The Body.
I guess if you got that on the film title, you'd think it'd be just a horror movie.
That's why they changed it.
Yeah. Especially with Stephen.
Exactly. It was featured in the collection Different Seasons, which we've already covered Shawshank Redemption from, and we will eventually cover Apt Pupil. It's just...
Can you believe it's been like almost a year ago?
Yeah,
since
we did Shawshank. I think we have to keep it fair, keep Apt Pupil then for almost a year again.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see you then, Brian Singer.
Oh no. Yeah, Different Seasons.
Unless we bump into you in Israel, where we often are.
You beat me to the Israel joke.
Damn.
Sorry, Viv. You got to get there faster.
On a roller coaster. Go, Joe.
Different Seasons is kind of known for being more character driven for King. He's obviously very character driven, but less horror focused, or some may say horror in different regards.
The horror of abuse.
Yeah, so
neglect.
Shawshank was like the horror of the prison system. This is, internal horrors, emotional horrors, the idea of death, existentialism, that sort of thing. Different Seasons was published 27th of August 1982 by Viking Press. The Body is story 3 of the collection, with the subtitle Fall from Innocence, because it's seasons. Do you remember when we did Shawshank?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice the
We made a short of it. Go to our TikTok and our Instagram, All Hail the King podcast. Yeah.
Remember really shorts? God.
I am working on them. They are coming back.
Yeah, you've taken your time.
I
used to do the shorts and I stopped.
I have a lot to fucking do because whoever was in charge of them before stopped and was like, yeah, I'll get to them. And then
I don't know why she did that.
I did. Why did I do that?
Why did you do that, Viv?
Do
you want to learn about The Stand? Like, no, it's fucking The Body.
I'd love to learn about The Stand.
Mother Abigail?
Mother Abigail. 2020 Stand's pretty good, right? No.
The 2020 Stand by Me. Yo, this is so 6-7. That was nothing.
That was...
But so would the 2020 Stand by Me.
I know.
It would be nothing.
Well, no, actually.
Which one do you think would have the broccoli hair?
That's really... Teddy. Easy one, actually. I think that's a pretty easy one.
Teddy with the broccoli hair.
Teddy would absolutely have the broccoli hair.
Who'd be wearing Yeezys?
None of them. They're poor as shit.
Yeah, they're all poor.
They'd be wearing knockoff.
Who'd be wearing like second-hand Yeezys?
Maybe Gordy, because he's got... I think Chris or Gordy, because they both have older brothers. I feel like maybe it's like a pass-me-down sort of thing.
Yeah.
These are my great-grandfather's Tims.
So it's just sinking in. I really like the idea of modernizing Stand By Me.
But they're like modern fuckboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just especially because I work with kids, I can think of kids like around this age. Where
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's really funny. Because like these kids are so intelligent.
Yeah.
So just to imagine them now with like brain rot. Like they wouldn't go for a fucking walk for 3 days.
They just go to the trucks, go like this the entire time.
It's a really funny image. Right, okay, so there wasn't too much because it is a short story, but I got some information. King started the body not long after finishing Salem's Lot, making it one of his oldest stories, likely written in the early 70s.
There's no vampires in this.
There is no vampires in this. There's not much info on the story itself.
Or is
there? Maybe. We'll get to it. But I did find out some stuff of this from the story is based on King's childhood, like things he would do with his friends, such as having a tree house with a secret knock, playing card games, even the
leeches.
Yeah, the leeches thing is also based on something King experienced when he was younger. He was the one who had like a leech on his balls, so that's pulls from that. There was also another story.
You didn't laugh at the leech on the balls.
I loved it when I watched it.
That's fucked up. It's a very upsetting scene.
Yeah, I can't believe you do that.
When he was a kid, King actually saw his friend get hit by a train, and he was killed by the train, but he doesn't remember it. So he says he doesn't really remember it. So, but
this man has lived so many lives.
Yes, yeah.
Has anyone ever made like a timeline?
I mean, I did.
Of canonized.
I'm sure things must have overlapped. He must have been must have been like watching his friend get hit by the train while he was at the gym and he thought of a haunted house.
I could probably I've made a timeline of his alcohol and sobriety because our friend who also listens to the podcast, Meg, was she asked me. I was telling about one of the books and she was like, "Oh, is this when he was like struggling with drug problems?" So I don't know. So I just made a timeline for her on Google Sheets.
I thought you were saying you made a timeline so you could compare it to Meg's alcoholism.
Yeah, everybody goes for this, Meg.
Everyone does. It's fine. We're okay, Meg. We're here for you.
Meg, just cut down. You don't need that many ciders a night.
I did find out, though, from researching and trying to find background information, there's a bit of controversy with the story itself. So, King's former friend and college roommate, George McLeod, claimed that King plagiarized the story from him. McLeod wrote a short story about his childhood, about a time when his dad told him about a dead dog on the train tracks, which he and his friends then went to find after school. So a very similar idea. King refuted the claims, and since then, he is sort of, as a rule, not read other people's manuscripts, or like if a fan asks him to read something, he won't, because he doesn't want to be accused of plagiarism again, because it did end their friendship. But yeah, it was just always interesting.
I think this is a disgrace. I think everybody be quiet, cue up the music. Yeah, you can hear it playing, and then we just start the intro again. All hail McLeod.
Can you put the music in there?
I'm gonna have to. Fucking thanks. I'm gonna start giving you jobs when you edit episodes. That's fine.
Can you put an orchestral hit like right now?
No, I'm just gonna cut you.
You're gonna cut me
completely out of the episode. It's just gonna be silence when it's you speaking.
Okay, that's fine. You can do this after this. Wait, could you play an orchestral hit now? Thank you.
Okay.
Can you put Viv in the Phantom Zone? So she just starts swirling away.
I don't know how to do that, so no, I'm cutting that.
Well, you can just do it so you fade me down, so it's like I'm going far away.
No more. I'm fine. Let's fucking please. Let's
Can you make it sound like we're getting hit by a train?
This short story features two other King short stories. Stud City, which was published in Hubris in 1969, which is the same magazine. It was a college magazine that Night Swim was published in, which is the Stan short story, the one that introduced Captain Trips. And Revenge of Lord Ass Hogan, published in the main... my fucking handwriting.
Of course it was
Main Review in 1975, which was adapted as part of the Stand By Me movie as well. There's lots of little references in Stand By Me. This was a stupid idea. In Stand By Me, there's a reference to Shawshank. There's a reference to Jerusalem's Lot, and it canonically takes place in the same town. Well, it takes place in Castle Rock, but it takes place in the same one as Cujo, because there's a reference to like the Cujo will happen in the future, because Evie Chambers, who is a character in Cujo, is featured, and there's other characters who I'm not going to spoil, who are in Stand By Me, who will appear in other King stories that we haven't got to yet.
I just like the image that at the end, when they're all parting ways, there's a dog there, and just like, when that dog grew up, he got rabies and attacked a couple.
It's something like...
Yeah, he just like casually mentions it in that very soft Richard Dreyfuss tone.
Yeah. It is just something like of... Evie Chambers, the one from Cujo. But like obviously written.
Have you ever like picked up like a really like dense comic book and it's just like refer to absolute
I have,
this
yeah.
752, just like I probably won't.
Yeah.
I just will not get this reference, and that's fine.
Exactly. But they're not egregious references. I think they're pretty cute. The Body has a Goodreads rating of 4.03, a Storygraph rating of 4, with an average rating of 4.02. I read it, and I gave it a 3.5. It's a weird case with this one. I did enjoy it, but the adaptation is so good, and it's so faithful that it kind of just... It's hard to go back then to the story, where I'm just like...
Damn, Stephen, why didn't you just make the movie?
Yeah, where I'm just like, this is really good. I'd love to see it with good actors and good music and good directing. It just speaks to how good the story is, really, that it didn't really need much changing in an adaptation.
So
there's one key change.
What is it?
At the end, with the gun, it's Chris who holds the gun, not Gordy.
Okay.
But I think that was a good change.
I thought you were going to say the fact that, like, 3 of them die.
Oh, I forgot. There's 2 changes. I forgot about that one. Also, all of them die other than Gordy in the short story. One of them's hit by a car. One of them's in a house fire, and obviously Chris dies.
They all die.
It's just like the Iron Claw.
Yeah, that's a good kind of comparison. But it speaks to how well crafted this story is. King really does just get character, and he really captures, childhood and sort of childhood friendship, childhood masculinity in this story, to the point where it's kind of hard to just talk about it without then immediately going into the movie.
A lot of media is indebted to this.
Yes.
A lot of King media.
Yeah,
it's
when you think of the fact of in the timeline of King, this was around the time of his second novel, which obviously Carrie and Salem's Lot were the first things King wrote. We already know Long Walk was written before Carrie, and he'd written many short stories. But when you think of he was writing this before he wrote a lot of his other iconic stories, this is arguably his earliest example of, a group of characters,
he
young
came up with
characters
the character of
specifically.
Holly Gibney at the age of 6.
Thing is, I fully believe that. Is that true?
No.
That'd be
I'm
great.
talking out my ass.
I know, but I wouldn't be surprised if when we eventually get to that, he's just like, Holly's always been here. There's not much really to say about it. I think it's a very, very strong story. And I think...
Is it structured the exact same way?
Yeah, that's the one thing I liked. Not the one thing I liked. That's something I did like about the story itself. It is written from... Like, King sometimes does first person. A lot of the times he does third person, jumping between characters. This is a case of... It's written as if it's old Gordy, who is a writer, writing the story, which is quite unique for King, considering he's written many writers.
On his computer.
Yeah. Even though King has written many writers, it's interesting to read one where it's like, it's kind of written autobiographical. The Shining, Jack's a writer, Salem's Lot, Ben's a writer, but it's not as if they wrote the story.
It works metatextually.
Yeah, it's like one of those cases where, you see some books where the fictional author is on the spine of the book. It's like, it's as if it's a real, metatextual in-universe sort of thing. Like Stand By Me, The Body is basically that.
I'd love it if Stephen King was a painter. Every painting would just be someone painting a painting.
Every painting would be a woman with massive jugs.
Yeah. Or a child being sexualized.
Or the N-word.
It's just a giant painting of the N-word.
Hey, like I said earlier, there's no N-word in this story. I also think there's no people of colour in it, but you know.
Imagine just going to the Louvre and just like that.
Just like, wow. Really ties the room together.
And then you have like a Vincent van Gogh Doctor Who moment. He wasn't appreciated his time for his genius.
Brilliant.
And Stephen's there crying with a painting of the N-word. Yeah. There's another one with the with the arse.
Oh, I know. Like, we're going to be talking about the movie now, pretty much. There's not much more to say about the story other than maybe light comparisons I'll make later. One thing I will say is fantastic use of the arse slur in this movie.
Yeah.
I love the way that they use it in this movie.
It's so casual.
If there is a way to use the arse slur, it's like this. I think they do it so well.
As a connoisseur of the arse slur.
Yeah, as a frequent user. So I'm cutting that.
Don't cut that.
That was a joke.
So you are going to keep it in?
I'll keep it in, but I'll say it was a joke.
You should have cut that.
Fuck.
No, don't cut it.
Don't be scared of what people think of you.
Movie time.
Movie. They made a movie of this.
Did they? Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah. So the movie, like you said, is not called The Body. It's called Stand By Me, which is very funny because this is before any of the Stand adaptations came out. But no, they made a movie of this, and by they, it was the late Rob Reiner. I remember when we were planning the episodes, we didn't have this or Misery planned, and we kind of wanted to hold out on it because we were planning this around the time of his passing.
Yeah.
If you remember. We saw Misery in cinemas just a few days before he passed away.
When did we see that?
We saw it on like the Tuesday and he passed away on the Thursday.
Yeah. What?
So
do you remember the month? Was
December.
It was December.
Yeah.
Because it was around the same time we also saw When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, we saw that at the end of the month.
Because we saw that in cinemas as well, and the three of us saw Misery.
Yeah.
I was on a big Rob Reiner kick, and obviously since then we've seen even more of his films.
Yeah, they've released a lot of his stuff in cinemas.
Yeah.
We've seen A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
This is Spinal Tap. There's still a few of his stuff that's really revered, and I haven't seen, like The Princess Bride.
You haven't seen The Princess Bride?
I've seen the clip of him saying "inconceivable."
Have you seen the one where he's like...
It's Rex from Toy Story, and he's like, "Did you poison me?"
No, the one where
My
he's
name
like,
is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my father.
Prepare to
To die.
die. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah. I've seen like the cultural
Yeah.
stuff.
He's a very culturally impactful director.
Yeah.
writer.
And actor.
And actor.
An actor. Yeah.
Great role in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, so I was going to say he's in Wolf of Wall Street. He's Jordan Belfort's dad, isn't he? Yeah. Incredible. So we just kind of wanted a bit of time, and it's been almost 8 months since, so I think we've got enough time. We're not going to get into all the details of his passing, but he left behind a huge legacy, and we have briefly spoken about him before on our Shawshank episode, because it was his production company, Castle Rock, which produced that. This is before Castle Rock Entertainment was a thing. This was pre-Seinfeld.
Seinfeld was Castle Rock.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I linked it together.
The production company for this was Act 3 Pictures, and it was distributed by Columbia, which was interesting. It's nice to see that lady before the movie.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of her.
Yeah. At least not in front of a Stephen King movie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I feel like most Stephen King movies, we see the Warner Bros. Logo or like a defunct one.
I don't think about the logos. I'm anti-corporation.
I shut my eyes until I hear the music or the people speaking.
I don't watch the movies, I just listen to them.
I don't even watch the movies.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm
I fully believe one day you will show up to one of these and say, I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch this. I refused. It's going to be one where I can,
It's going to be in Children of the Corn. You're just going to assume what happens, and you're probably going to be right.
Yeah, one of these days
So
I am just going to substitute
to
it with the Nostalgia Critic episode.
I have got a fun game idea of maybe for like
one of us got bullshit at some point.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe for like an April Fool's game or something. Like one of us has to not watch it, but the others don't really know, or like. Yeah, so essentially, like, we pull cards out of a hat, say it was like I get the one that says don't watch it. I've got to try and get through the episode convincing you. Essentially, it's like trying to work out
I don't think Joe read The Stand.
I don't think Joe's seen The Stand, even though we've all seen it together. No, wait, I mean Stand By Me.
Yeah. How dare you?
I think you should read it again.
I will one day.
Well, not even again. I think you should read it.
Oh, for the first time. You fucked up. You messed up.
You look so happy right now.
Fucked.
Yeah, to be fair, you do this to him all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not very nice to be easy.
Alright, don't come crawling to me, you sad fuck.
You fuck.
Yeah, but we gotta talk about Rob Reiner again, because he has made another very famous King adaptation, which we are going to be covering relatively-ish.
The bucket list.
The bucket list.
The bucket list.
Yeah, I mean, it does star Jack Nicholson from The Shining and the guy who says true.
True.
Yeah, we got Misery scheduled for this year.
That's you every day, am I right?
That's pretty good, actually.
We're trying to harmonise.
Yeah, Viv's teaching me how to harmonise.
Do you know who else could harmonise? The screenwriters. Because they were a screenwriting duo. Reynold Gideon and Bruce A. Evans. They wrote the movie Starman, which is John Carpenter joint, and Jungle to Jungle, which is a Tim Allen joint.
Huh.
It was produced by Andrew Scheinman, who also produced a bunch of stuff for Rob Reiner, including The Princess Bride, and is a writer on Kangaroo Jack G'day USA, the animated sequel to the hit movie Kangaroo Jack.
I did not know there was a sequel.
Neither did I.
Interesting.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe Kangaroo Jack will be relevant again at some point.
Can't be pulling that shit on this, man. What the fuck do you mean?
It is also produced by Reynold Gideon and Bruce A. Evans, with uncredited additions to the script by Rob Reiner. Director of photography is Thomas Del Ruth, who we've seen his work before on The Running Man. So, running and standing.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger
one. If only he
one.
did The Long Walk.
Oh, very good. I'm guessing the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also The Breakfast Club.
Oh.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Yeah.
Music is by Jack Nitzsche. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Nietzsche.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and An Officer and a Gentleman. It does star as the young lads Will Wheaton from Star Trek The Next Generation and as Sheldon's nemesis in The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, that's where I know him from.
Yeah. I mean, he's in other stuff, but that's...
I knew him from Star Trek.
Yeah. He's Gordy LaChance.
You knew him from The Big Bang Theory.
I fucking knew him from Star Trek.
Yeah.
I know he's in The Big Bang Theory, but I knew him from Star Trek. You know
which
my
dad. Which Star Trek movies is he in?
I don't know. Ask my fucking dad.
I don't think your dad would know.
You've seen more Big Bang Theory than you have Star Trek.
That's true.
He's only in 2 Star Trek movies.
Okay. Not a nerd.
I'm just saying.
You watched so much Big Bang Theory.
I did. It's shit, though.
Have you seen that Stuart Fails to Save the Universe has an AI intro?
I have seen the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross.
That's awesome.
And they're like, we didn't have a budget, and then it's just like a theme tune by Danny Elfman. Which we haven't had a score by Danny Elfman. I don't know if we will. That man's fucked up. Okay.
What are you talking about? He was great in Oingo Boingo when he's singing about wanting little girls.
Not even that. Not even that. That dude's got allegations.
Damn. Okay.
But also, have you ever heard the song "Little Girls" by Oingo Boingo?
I have. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also did the Simpsons theme.
There's characters in JoJo called Oingo Boingo, and they have stands. Brought it back. That's not even. Fuck. That's not even.
Sing "Little Girls" by Oingo Boingo.
No, I won't.
Little girls.
I'm going to cut this down. This episode's going to be like 15 minutes long.
Little boys.
Little boys.
Like River Phoenix.
Please, no, you need a better transition than that.
How about the train sound effect?
No, that's fine, but just train sound effect and then River Phoenix.
River Phoenix. As Chris Chambers, he is My Own Private Idaho and little Harrison Ford in The Last Crusade.
He is.
The Last Crusade of Harrison Ford.
But he doesn't play him in the Indiana Jones Adventures.
No.
Is that like a young Indiana Jones thing?
Yeah,
When
it
did that
was a
come out?
series
Oh.
in the 90s. There is an episode with Harrison Ford, and he's got a beard. He looks
really?
sick as fuck.
That's cool.
I think the movie should have given
Him a beard?
old Indy a beard.
They should have.
Yeah, Dial of Destiny, he had a beard. Sick. That'd be so cool.
Dilate of Destiny.
Calm down.
Yeah, River Phoenix. R.I.P.
Yeah, passed away young, didn't he?
Yeah. Corey Feldman as Teddy Duchamp. He's in The Goonies and The Lost Boys. I haven't seen The Lost Boys, but you know when I said this doesn't have vampires? It might do. He might be a vampire in
He
that
might
movie.
be. I've not seen The Lost Boys either.
Me
I
neither.
need to watch it.
Well, there definitely is another vampire from The Lost Boys in this, but we'll get to him in a moment. We do also have Jerry O'Connell as Vern Tessio, rounding up the core group of characters. Jerry O'Connell is in the movie Piranha 3D, and also the movie Kangaroo Jack. Kangaroo Jack!
I genuinely thought you were going to make us wait like months for this to pay off.
No, I don't think Michael Shannon is in a King
Yes!
adaptation.
I didn't recognise him until I saw the behind the scene doc. I was like, why does he look so familiar?
Does he play?
They've activated like a sleeper agent when you say Michael Shannon.
Does he play Kangaroo Jack?
Michael Shannon?
No, he's like the bad guy.
Ah,
He's like, I want the drug money. Have you seen Kangaroo Jack?
I did when I was a kid. Yeah, it scared me.
Is it when he was like, hey, hippity hop?
I don't know. Kangaroos are
rapping
freaky
kangaroo.
fucking creatures.
I definitely remember seeing the sequel because I remembered for so long that Kangaroo Jack like was boxing, and it turns out that's in the sequel.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also married to Mystique.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
The OG one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the...
Family Guy episode, that is literally...
Okay.
There's a joke from the Family Guy episode.
Did you watch either of the commentaries?
I watched the picture-in-picture
The picture-in-picture one, there's a couple of times where they're just like, can you believe he's married?
Can you believe the fat kid is married to Rebecca Romaine?
Yeah. Which I thought was very funny.
Yeah.
Especially considering he wasn't...
Yeah. It is funny how much they refer to him as just the fat one.
He's not even fat.
No.
Well, I saw an interesting discussion about this recently with the whole Carrie stuff coming out, with the same discussion we had in the episode of how should Carrie look. And I saw
like
an
a
interesting...
fucking munter.
What?
Okay. But I saw an interesting thing of saying, like, the thing is, Carrie's been modernized, but when people say, like, Carrie was fat, she was, like, 70s fat, which is very different to, like, modern fat.
So a
same
little
with
chubby.
Vern. Yeah, like a little chubby. So same with Vern. It's like, he was fat, but he wasn't fat. Like, he was just literally, like, a tiny bit bigger than the others.
Yeah.
It's not like, proper fat. Not like me. Real fat.
Not like lard
Are you
ass.
offended that he wasn't proper fat?
No, because they got Lard Ass Hogan in this, and he's a proper big boy.
Yeah.
So, good fat rep.
Good fat rap. Nice. Keith Sutherland, we've seen his father.
Yeah, we did.
Not in person, but
No.
in Mr. Harrigan's phone in Salem's Law.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Keith Sutherland, though, very much alive, was in The Lost Boys, where he was a vampire.
He was
Which I
definitely...
guess he was dead.
He looks like a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in this.
Yeah.
He's also in 24, where he plays Mr. 24.
I didn't know he was in The Lost Boys, and the second you said there was another actor in this, in The Lost Boys, straight away I was just like, I know who it is.
Yeah.
It's the one who looks...
I've not seen The Lost Boys,
Yeah.
but I've definitely seen his look.
Yeah.
Looks like Ace Ventura, which is funny because his name is Ace.
Yeah, baby. That's Austin Powers.
Give me a Austin. Okay,
Smoking.
There you go.
That's the mask.
That's the mask.
Close enough.
I'm going to get you, Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's the one.
There he is.
We've also got one of our favourite King actors, John Cusack from Cell. Yay! He's back!
He is back.
I genuinely, when we saw this, I didn't know John Cusack was in the movie. So this was really funny seeing him show up. Because as far as I knew, he was only in Cell in 1408.
It's weird to say. Is it weird that I forgot that, like, John Cusack is the same... It's the same guy. Like, John Cusack in 1408 is the same John Cusack that's in Cell.
He's definitely more melted.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Wait until you find out about the Samuel L. Jackson in 1408.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Like, I've seen both of them, obviously, and I've seen this, Is it weird? Just I was like, I'm only now comprehending that they're the same person.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
He's just so good at his acting roles that I just don't see him.
Wait until you find out about his sister, Joan Cusack.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, plays Jessie.
Toy Story.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
And Richard Dreyfuss
Yes.
from Jaws.
I didn't recognise him when we saw this instead. I was like,
Is it because he didn't have the beard?
He had less hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I always think of him how he looks in Jaws.
Yeah.
I always think of Harry.
He looks good in Jaws.
Yeah, they all look really good in Jaws.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially him. He looks really good in Jaws, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when he's getting munched on by the shark.
Yeah.
And Close Encounters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I only saw that
As
recently.
the writer. Who is this writer? Is he an older Gordy? Who knows?
I never
Except
considered.
yes, he is.
I never considered that was meant to be like some form of mystery.
I know.
I just assumed that was established.
Yeah, it's just...
I guess they don't explicitly say it. He just looks at the newspaper, but
He's literally
narrating
writing a story of, oh, these are my friends.
Yeah. And one of them's like, oh, this one's going to be a writer when he's older.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wow, you're going to be such a great writer, Gordy. Who is this writer character? I don't know.
You're going to be such a good writer.
Yeah.
Come here, give me a kiss. You beautiful young man.
But as far as the adaptation was concerned, it was going to be originally directed by someone different, Adrian Lyne. Okay, so Adrian Lyne is the director of Flashdance, 9.5 Weeks, and the 90s Lolita movie.
Oh.
Yeah, he was going to direct it originally, but didn't.
Any particular reason, do you know?
I'm sure the information is there, but I think it was more so like a salary thing.
Yeah, fair.
And Rob Reiner was kind of like hitting it at the time. I think he'd done This Is Spinal Tap and maybe another thing or two, but
He was established.
He was on board. This did have a production budget at the time of $7.5 to $8 million. I don't have the updated numbers for it, but it did make bank. It got back $52 million.
Damn, yeah.
So
Good success then.
yeah, and it had the song by Benny King,
Yes.
"Stand By Me."
It had been re-released, hadn't it? It was one
Yeah.
of the only songs, I don't know if it's still true, but one of the only rock songs that had been re-released, unedited, and been number one both when it was originally released and when it was re-released.
I mean, stuff like that happens when musicians die. I can think of when Michael Jackson died.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So originally they were going to release this with a cover of Stand By Me by one Michael Jackson.
done. Oh!
That was so blown out.
Sorry.
I'm glad they didn't keep him away from these kids.
I mean,
Corey Feldman.
Oh no, yeah, I never considered that. Fucking hell.
Did Corey Feldman say he touched him or didn't touch him?
no, he idolizes him.
Good. Because he does, they do mention him in the commentary, and I didn't
Yeah.
know. I was just like, oh, what was Corey Feldman's like? Because I know he had like very public opinions on Michael Jackson.
No, he was like a really big defender.
Ah.
Okay.
But also, he is kind of insane.
He's been for
What
a while,
do you
yeah.
mean? What do you mean Corey Feldman is insane?
Check out his music career. It's very interesting.
Really? Oh.
Remember that time he met
Angelic
the
to the
Gremlins?
core. What?
Remember the time he met the Gremlins?
He did meet the Gremlins.
He's the whole reason he spills.
Was that
Yeah.
prior to this or after?
Sorry?
Was that prior to this?
Yeah, 84.
Oh.
He was also in Friday the 13th before this.
He was? Yeah.
Remember when he was bald?
Who else is in Friday the 5th? Is he? Oh no, it's just him. He's just in later ones as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bald.
Corey Feldman.
Well done, yeah.
Yeah, bald Corey Feldman in Friday the 13th.
Baldy Feldman.
Yeah, he basically
Very
plays Tom Savini.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of this, Garen?
I liked it. I liked
did
this
like
quite
it?
a bit, yeah.
It's kind of interesting that you never watched this prior to the cinema release when we saw it. I swear you did.
It's because I was so used to the Family Guy one. I felt like I knew everything by
Okay.
osmosis.
Sometimes when, sometimes it's watching well-established things where it's like, oh, you know, people really like this. Sometimes that's more daunting than watching something that people are mixed on or people are less familiar with.
Like, there are like just certain cultural touchstones that I just don't have, and I feel like everybody has those.
Yeah.
Like, from my youth, I can think of like obscure movies that I watched, like, but I doubt you've ever seen Enemy Mine.
That's true.
Have
I
you
didn't
seen-
watch.
No.
I didn't watch the Star Wars movies until before the sequels come out. They started.
Yeah,
Missed them.
it's just certain things. Like maybe my parents didn't show me Stand By Me. Maybe they weren't aware of Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Just a lot of stuff you see as a kid. It's stuff your parents show you.
Did you find your opinion improved at all, or rewatching it now, having watched it for the first time in cinema and now revisiting it?
I feel like I enjoyed it more the first time.
Yeah.
But I think that is a mix between the cinema experience, how fresh it was, and just more so because we were doing that not for the podcast, just because we had the opportunity to.
It's fair.
Not saying that this podcast does put things in a light where we've got to analyse them, but
you do. We watch it with a different perspective.
Yeah.
I analyse everything.
Yeah, like obviously we are doing that, but I don't know. I really enjoyed both of these viewings of it.
Yeah.
Well, what did you like about it?
I liked when they were talking about Pez.
Yeah.
I liked the secret knock and the fact that Vern didn't know it.
What about
He's a
those
fucking
things?
doofus.
What about those things did you really enjoy?
I really liked the performances.
Yeah.
I really liked how they actually felt like real kids who could be friends.
Yeah, it's goddamn getting good child performances.
Yeah,
we really knew like early on that they needed to lock in with the 4 kids.
Exactly. We've spoken many times about how really it's what a good director is, what makes a good child performance. And Rob Reiner did a lot of work with these
Another
kids.
Stephen King child performance.
Yeah, Goldmine.
Yeah.
This is up there with like Duddits.
Yeah.
With Mr. Harrigan's phone.
Yeah.
With I'm sure those children with the corn.
One version of Mike in one of the Salem's lots.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the 2024 one.
I kind of liked him, but he definitely
he
went on.
was in there like he was playing fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, that was my issue. Once it was like, okay, now they're doing too hard. But anyway,
Mike's like, where are we dropping?
Sorry, just thinking out of modernising Stand By Me again. It's just like they're playing Fortnite. What do you think of this, Viv?
I still like it. It's
because you obviously watched it the youngest.
Yeah. I remember when I first watched it, it really, really hit me, and I do get like emotional during certain scenes, like especially from the performances. It's much like when we talked about Shawshank Redemption. It could easily fall into sappy schlock, and sometimes I think to myself like, is this falling into it? But then it pulls me back into it just because I think it's like really well written, and there's this certain portrayal of masculinity and the contrast of the really young child and the teenagers.
Yeah,
I found fascinating. I'll go more into depth about it later on, but there's some beautiful shots in this. This looks beautiful.
There is. It's a very beautiful film. Rob Reiner is a very talented director, and he just knows how to guide a team. So obviously it's not just him. There's so many people who go behind making films.
Very well paced. I was watching this after I was very exhausted yesterday. I started watching it and then I finished it this morning. But it's so short. It's just so snappy. Every scene works well. Yeah.
Oh, that's another change. You reminded me actually, but I think for the better. In the book, you don't see anything about the older kids. So it's just, it's a surprise when they arrive at the end.
Right. That's what I was talking about when I was asking about the structure of it. I was wondering if you've seen any of that.
No, you don't. But I think the inclusion works.
I think for the film, it definitely works. I
think it's good to like break up those scenes with the kids, so you can have like but also I think those scenes are well utilized to sort of contrast them more with the children, especially
with, like you said, with the portrayals of masculinity.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see like different versions of, because they're at such a pivotal age and this is a defining moment in their lives. It's going to basically shape who they are going forward, of showing which paths they could go down. Yeah.
Especially it helps that, they were familiar with Gordy's brother. One of them is Chris's older brother.
Yeah.
One of them's Vern's older brother.
Mm.
Yeah. So, it's sort of a show of like they could become this.
Mm.
It's very interesting. I feel the same. I really love this story. I get emotional. I think I've got emotional every time I've watched this. different reasons. Like, not even just the big crying at the scene at the end. There's like one-off lines that get me, and just hit me out of nowhere sometimes. Mainly because of the child actors, and because I think that they really embody these characters. And like you said, I think watching this, I find masculinity very interesting, especially as a queer person. I mean, that's, why we do Queer Corner, which we will do this episode later.
Warm up our vocal cords.
Yeah, but I think sort of seeing this portrayal of masculinity, especially an older one, but a lot of a softer one in a way, is very interesting. And I think this is near perfect. Like, as a movie, I just think it's brilliant. I've watched it 3 times now, and I watched it twice with commentary, and even with commentary, it was, like you said, just looking at it thinking like, fuck, this is great. Or when they would go quiet for a minute and just let scenes play out, just think like, I don't think they could have done a better job with this, really. This is one of those adaptations where I think it simply just improves in every aspect of the story. I don't know if we've covered another adaptation where I would say it's just the superior version.
Back of bones.
At best, I usually say like, oh, it's really good in its own right, but there's stuff I like from the book that's not there, or they made some changes that I respect. But this is one of those cases where I'm just like, no, I think the film is just superior. It just builds on the story in ways that elevate it so much. I liked reading the short story, but I'm probably never going to read it again. Whereas this is a film I will watch
this is like
over
so
and over
easy.
again.
Yeah, I will definitely watch the film in the future.
Yeah,
It's just such a nice movie.
And I think it's got important lessons. I think, honestly, I wish I did watch it when I was younger.
Yeah,
I think it would have really impacted me. Yeah.
It's hard for me to... I feel like with The Shining, where I knew that through The Shining, it is hard to separate this in my head from the Family Guy version.
Yeah.
There's just like bits of just like, okay, now they're going to get chased out of there by Stewie, and now there's going to be a train, he's going to run over Joe's legs, and Peter's going to say, another train! I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think that genuinely has like affected how you've seen it?
Yeah, like to an extent. Like in my memory, if I conjure up Stand By Me, it's very hard to separate the two from each other.
Yeah, fair.
It's just the fact that's the version I knew for so many years.
But you would say it hasn't affected you as much as, say... Well, I guess it's different from like Misery or Shawshank, which they also covered in that.
Yeah, I feel like...
Because you watched those prior to...
Yeah, I've had time with Shawshank especially, and we'll talk more about Misery when we get there. But I can definitely say with Shawshank I had a lot more time to breathe between watching Family Guy and then the version of the film. It doesn't diminish my enjoyment of them in any way. In fact, I tend to find that parody can sometimes make things stronger, because it can point out the flaws in something, but you can still appreciate it. And parody is the most sincerest form of flattery.
Let's analyze this movie.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Which of the kids do you identify with most with?
I feel like if I'd watched this when I was younger, the answer would be very different.
Really? Who do you think it would be when you were younger?
I feel I probably would have identified a lot more with Teddy. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy. Just because I feel like, because of certain circumstances, I just, as a teenager, like, I didn't really know, things happened in my life, and I was kind of like, had misplaced anger, and I didn't really know where to put it. And I feel like he's a bit of an angry kid, and I don't feel like I was an angry kid, but I do feel like I definitely had those emotions underneath.
My psyche was fragmented into these 4 individuals.
Well, I think there's easy ways to say, like, you can pull bits from both, but if you had to pick,
I'm not a boy, so I can't really.
That's
pick.
true.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. In my regard,
which Carrie did you identify with?
All of them.
Yeah. For me, I think I definitely have aspects of Vern and Gordy. I think I've become more of a Gordy as I've gotten a bit older, actually. Mainly in terms of this, mainly in terms of like the whole, kind of like the whole invisible boy sort of thing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I am a younger sibling. My brother is still alive. It's not like a situation of, oh, my brother was perfect and I'm not, but it's that same sort of thing of just... I feel like I'm sort of just
his
there.
His dead brother was like, it was portrayed like how mothers are portrayed in animes when
Honestly,
they die.
Yeah.
With the soft filter flashbacks.
We're only seeing those moments, but I appreciate how they showed that. And I think his brother was really well characterized in terms of it wasn't his fault, like the reason that Gordy was mistreated by his parents. But I think I really empathize with Gordy's sort of weird shame about his emotions, where he says stuff like, I don't know how Teddy could cry over his father who nearly killed him, and yet I couldn't give a damn about my father who has never laid a hand on me. That sort of weird thing of trying to justify how you feel.
The one part I like that does get me when he just asks Chris, like, do you think I'm weird? But he means it sincerely, and I'm just kind of being like, yeah, but like everyone's weird. I thought that was like so sweet and genuine.
Yeah.
Like that is like, especially like a kid with like extremely low self-esteem, you would ask stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And just their relationship is so beautiful. Like all of them as friends, but Chris and Gordy especially.
Yeah.
It's just insane. But
I do feel like on any day, I could give you a different answer for which one I identify with most. Maybe I identified with someone else the first time I watched it more than I did the second time. And
yeah. It's like
that's just the joys of art.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Vern, is it Vern?
Vern, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that's like has the least depth. I think he's mainly just a comic relief character.
Yeah, I agree.
But you need that sort of grounding.
Yeah.
I suppose, but just considering how much everyone else has given depth, and just the fact it is just kind of...
He has his own problems, he's fat.
I guess, but even if they... went into that a little bit more, I think it would have done some good of just like, listen, I know I'm fat, but like I don't
I agree with you, but also maybe like you said, where it's kind of borderline on like too much emotional stuff. Maybe if Vern also had an emotional scene, it might pass over to too much. Maybe, but I do agree with you. It'd be nice if maybe there was a little more. He is also
the youngest of them.
Yeah,
the youngest actor, but also he's very much seems like the youngest kid. So I can completely get him being a bit more happy-go-lucky, less emotional in that sense. Whereas you see like Chris, who I definitely feel seems a lot more hardened.
Yeah.
Teddy, who's very...
Vern's, it's the experiences that make them. And sometimes it is just...
Vern just wanted to find his pennies.
Yeah, sometimes you've just got like one friend who hasn't really been through much and is just kind of okay with things, but still quite anxious about everything. Seems almost a bit coddled, maybe. But
saddest scene in the movie though was when he lost his comb.
I like how that's just played silently.
It's genuinely like really sweet and sad.
Also, again, like maybe it's just I'm remembering wrong, but I like how not every scene is spammed with music.
No, I completely agree. It's a very quiet movie.
Yeah, I could just feel any sort of modern adaptation would be like, all right, you need to feel something that's just fucking...
We've criticized many movies before if an emotional scene is happening and it slowly starts bringing the music in.
Yeah.
This really avoids that. Like, during all the emotional scenes, it's just kind of silent, like, just talking.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah.
And it's better for it.
And I think it makes the emotion, like, the music then actually emotional when it happens. Like, when they play the orchestral version of Stand By Me, I get emotional. I think it sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I really do like the music when it is present. I really like the music when it's not present.
Yeah,
it's the way people talk about how you use music in a movie. Just like sometimes the lack of it is just as impactful as having it.
Lack of sound design.
No Country for Old Men. Yeah. That doesn't have a soundtrack.
It doesn't.
And that punctuates so many scenes beautifully.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you give that movie a score and it could be a damn fine score. Yeah. But there's something to be said about restraint.
We recently saw The Odyssey, and as much as I did enjoy it, I remember that being one of my criticisms of some scenes. Like
my biggest criticism is how long it took him to come back.
That's fair.
It's not really that far.
No,
I just had this general criticism of Ludwig. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
But,
it's since Community.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his scores, but just in Christopher Nolan stuff, he does sort of hit the spam button. I know some people think it works, but it doesn't for me.
Yeah, well, with like the Odyssey specifically, spoilers for the Odyssey. Literally, I know everyone jokes about that, but genuinely spoilers for the movie. Like during the invasion of Troy, I kind of do wish they had just left it no music, just to like hammer home the slaughter that ensues. But
I do feel it is my least favorite of his scores for a Nolan movie.
Yeah. But even just in terms of other films, and my recommendation is going to be a film which basically has no score. I think it's only punctuated by like diegetic music, other than maybe one or two scenes. And I know, like, you've noticed it when watching, not always actively. Yes, not always actively. Sometimes you just click in like 3/4 of the way through the movie. It's been really quiet. Yeah,
a movie should do that with lighting.
Well, it's just
like
it's
this
so
movie's
dark.
not lit. Oh no, this is just the new season of House of the Dragon. Speaking of, sorry, did you have something you want to say?
Kind of. It was just like I just wanted to bring up how I love how physical touch is used in this film.
Yes,
I love how it's used to sort of. It's used as a connection for the boy, and it's used as abuse for the teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, the way they dissolve any sort of dispute is through touch. Yeah. The way they connect is by holding each other. They constantly, like, getting close to each other. And even when they're, like they jokingly harm each other, like they're rubbing their heads or something like that. It's a bonding experience. They're always close and they're not shy about it. Whereas it contrasts with the older boys who... It's used like he has the cigarette burns on his eyes.
Yeah.
Which on the framing of that scene is that he's about to do it to Chris.
Yeah.
And it's clearly happened to his brother. He has the exact scar where that happened. So it's used as a threat, and how they have to cut the name of the gang into
Cobras.
Yeah. So they have to use that as well.
I completely agree, and I think you can take that further with the adults as well. Even though we don't see them on screen, Chris makes a reference to the fact that their father is physically abusive.
Yeah.
Teddy's father almost burned his ear clean off.
It's used as a force.
And Gordy's father is distant, so it's a flip on it of his, yes, emotionally distant, but also physically distant. It's like he's not even there.
Yeah.
So it's both the abuse of touch, but also the withdrawal of it.
Yeah. It's just the physicality of relationships, which is like which can sort of be like a hot thing within like masculine relationships, because too much touch could be seen as gay.
Well, it's interesting you say that, especially when we get into Queer Corner. But on researching stuff like this, because I really wanted to delve into the masculinity of it all, I've seen a lot of discussions about in schools as a teacher of boy-heavy classes, and I do think there is a behavioural difference, not in a literal biological sense. I think it's cultural, the way boys are raised versus the way girls are raised. And the big problem in schools is like boys being too physical, and the whole like boys will be boys thing. But then on the flip side, I do think it is important for that development. But I saw other people like talking about it on TikTok, for example, on teachers talking about it, saying like, what's your strategies to get boys to genuinely just like stop touching each other in class? And I saw comments that people agreeing, saying stuff like, oh, just say to them, like, oh, stop flirting. And I'm like, no, that's so fucking damaging to, like, immediately frame it in that sort of way, where they're learning they cannot be physical with each other.
Planting that, like, framework within their minds and to sort of view any sort of touch as
gay or
and not
exclusive.
even just gay, as using it to tease.
And I feel that way. I'm not the most physical person. The person I hug most is you, Garen, and those hugs mean a lot because I don't usually like. That's not something
I'm gonna stop if it's gay.
Well, yeah, but genuinely, like I'm not that physical with people. I hug my friends, but not often. You're the person I hug the most, and it does mean a lot.
I feel
to have
I'm
that
very
moment.
different. I'm a big hugger.
Yeah, I wasn't until met you, and then now I love hugs. Like and it is still something. We've got a friend. Who she's a girl, but in the same sort of way is very cares a lot about physical affection.
You've got a friend who's a girl?
I do. Yeah.
Ooh,
So you've got a friend
shadow
as well.
dropping.
Yeah. Shadow dropping. It's like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh term.
Yeah.
But
soft launching.
Yeah. Physical touch is very important to her, and I've had that conversation with her where she's, what I'm talking about, where she said stuff like, "Oh, can I lean on you? Can I catch up to you?" And I've said to her before, it's like I don't feel comfortable with that. And
that's not the name of this movie.
And I've had conversations with her relatively recently of something that's something I kind of want to feel more comfortable in. But even in the sense of play fighting and stuff like that, it's not something I ever really did as a kid. And recently, we talked about in the last episode, we had a barbecue and had friends over, and I was fucking play fighting all the time. And I felt like a child and a 27-year-old man, but it was fun and felt like, especially as a queer person, I'm often afraid of being physical with my male friends because I am afraid of it coming across as gay.
Yeah.
So, seeing it in this context is, I hope that other boys might see this and realize that it's completely normal. Especially, I think it is a gendered thing as well. I think girls are very much, I don't want to speak for all women, but I notice, I notice friends who are girls are often a lot more physically closer together.
Yeah, no,
wow,
especially in our, especially in our
it
society.
is genuinely much more like physical touch is much more expected within female relationships.
Yeah,
and it can muddle things up with being queer as well, considering all those trademarks of relationships in heterosexuality is just completely warped.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think it can go many ways of gay boys not wanting their friends to feel uncomfortable with it. So gay women,
you get those memes that just like straight women hanging out. And it's just like a picture of them like making out, and it's just like lesbians hanging out. It's just them like Sopranos gambling or something.
Yeah, but you see that with straight boys as well, where it's like straight boys after one non-alcoholic cider, and it's the same sort of thing. It's just like they're making out. It's just, I think there's a lot of...
It's just Bam and Ryan Dunn exploring each other's bodies.
Yeah. I just think
They did that, right?
Explore each other's bodies?
Yeah. I'm sure they did.
I'm sure
at some point.
They were shoving each other, but I don't know how you can get gayer than that.
Yeah. But also, like they just said, it's, like the whole thing, I know we call things gay jokingly because we are, but it is interesting to think of like, what makes something gay? What is the line?
Once you shatter, everything's gay and nothing is gay.
Exactly.
There's how you say homosexual connotations.
Yeah. It's like, what's gay? Like giving a friend a kiss on the cheek. Like in some cultures, that's completely normal. As a greeting, giving a friend a kiss on the lips. Like I've
give him a kiss on the cock.
I've kissed both of you. I'm not in a relationship with either of you, and it's just I think it's very interesting.
That until recently.
Yeah, you had. To be fair, it's like it was the same night.
Slut.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could go into queer corner now, seeing as it's relevant.
The point I was going to bring up doesn't pivot easy, so
yeah, well, just go into queer corner and then bring it up after.
Yeah,
Joe's Queer Corner. It's where Joe talks about being gay. Can you do like Benny King?
Benny King.
Yeah, can you do a Benny King voice?
No.
That's really good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I read some articles because I wanted to explore
Sorry.
queerness in this. That's fine.
He's still tickling me.
Yeah. It's interesting when you watch something with our perspectives, I think, especially as queer people, because it's a lot easier to read into this. And I don't remember if the first time I watched this I read any queerness into it, but I definitely have on subsequent viewings.
I know how much you cherish friendship in movies, so I think you often conflate them. And you always feel bad when you conflate one for the other. We've
had this conversation in real life of I find the line between friendship and relationship really difficult to separate.
But also you just cherish friendships in movies.
Yeah, I do. I love friendship. I think friendship in media is really underrated. You mentioned it earlier. I will mention it as an example now. One of my biggest genuine hates, even though I love the show of Glee, is to move the plot along. It's just, we'll pair this couple up as a relationship. And it's like, just fucking make them friends. Like, not everything has to be romantic love. It can be platonic. So I do often try and avoid pushing on that hard unless I genuinely think there's a case for it, like with Dennis and Arnie, for example, in Christine. That is a case where I genuinely felt like, this isn't me reading into this is it jumping out at me. So I wanted to get other people's perspectives, and I found a wide range of different takes. So I read one of the...
You've emailed Rob Reiner.
We're still waiting to hear back.
Yeah. Sorry. So I read, one of the articles I read was called Can Two Men Love Each Other Without a Gay Subtext? Queer Coding and Healthy Masculinity by James Patrick Nelson, which was published in Prison and Pen. And that talks about Geordie being read as a queer character, saying how he's described as sensitive and artistic, which are a lot of sort of code words people used to use. You know, people didn't used to say like, "Oh, is your kid gay?" They used to say like, you know, is he a bit sensitive? Is he, you know, that sort of thing. And James Patrick Nelson talks about his own experiences and saying about how a platonic friendship with a straight guy can be really precious for a gay person, which it can. And he talks about some stuff I never really considered with Chris. He didn't mention whether he saw Chris as queer, but he talked about Chris's line of "I just wish I could go somewhere where no one knows me." And that being a very queer sentiment of sort of wanting to start again without prior expectations. And he also talked about the physicality, like we said, about how sort of as boys get older, they almost repress physical connection. So I wanted to give that perspective on Geordie being queer, and then I wanted to explore other perspectives. So this isn't an article, this was from Reddit. So Reddit, there was a post on Reddit when I googled Stand By Me queer and like Stand By Me gay readings and stuff like that. One of the first things that came up was a Reddit post on the Stephen King subreddit from 5 years ago. And one of the top comments was from a Reddit user called Bebop Gamer, who wrote a very long post discussing the queer subtext. The writer of it, I assume he's a man, but I'll just use them just in case. He was the...
A mab.
A badge assigned man by Joe.
A major.
Okay. So they were the same age as the characters at the time the story takes place, and they had seen it before, but they only saw the gayness in it when rewatching it to their 40s. But they actually read Chris as gay and Geordie as straight, with Chris being more in love with Geordie, but Geordie loving Chris in a more of a brotherly role. The main reason they thought this was saying about how Chris is the most masculine, but it is almost like a performance in some sort of ways, and you see that shell break at certain times. They also talk about Chris's home life and sort of how that might influence him later in life. I also saw other people discussing Chris's death, like it being a young death, and how Ace was threatening to stab Chris, and Chris did die from a stab wound, and how that could possibly be read as sort of a metaphor for how a lot of queer people die young, especially at the time with the AIDS epidemic. Obviously, that's a bit more of a stretch, but I think it's a very interesting take.
Does he die the same way in the book?
As far as I remember, yeah. You know what I'm like after I watch the adaptations, where they merge into one. It's funny you say the book, actually, because in the book we only see Geordie as an adult, and he has kids. So I agree with the take that I do think Geordie is straight but sensitive. But in the book, there is a reference to the fact that Geordie and Chris did go to college together, and they both had girlfriends, but the girlfriends never came between them. So I thought, I think it could still work in that regard.
2 guys, and they couldn't even make a single woman come.
That's really good, Viv.
Did you say that's really good, Viv?
I said really good, fair play.
Oh, I heard Viv as well.
Okay.
I know what you said,
well
but
done,
I did hear.
Well done, Viv.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fair. Okay, just give it
I want to do the clap.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
the F slur. The only person... I think Teddy says it once in the movie, but it's like while he's shouting at the guy.
Teddy and Ace says it.
Yeah, so Ace... The only one of the 4 boys who gets called the F slur, clearly, is Chris. And I just think that's also interesting.
Yeah.
I like the take that Chris is gay.
I definitely connect more with that than say...
I think saying Geordie is gay is very... I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's very simplistic of the smaller, more sensitive one.
Yeah, I didn't read it.
I think Geordie has his own stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see it with Chris.
Yeah, that would be my take. Again, it didn't jump out at me. I do think that it's like, to answer James Patrick Nelson's question, can two men love each other without a gay subtext? I think it is complicated to separate the line, especially because of the way our society has developed in terms of sort of teaching boys to repress those emotions. I've had conversations with you about how I don't know how to express love sometimes to my male friends because I'm afraid of that.
100% vibes.
Yeah.
I can see a very positive masculine role model and it not be gay. Sometimes I can see one and it's just got the vibe.
Yeah, I think that's just as valid.
It's just as hard with women.
Yeah.
No, genuinely, I just don't know. Don't know how to express friendship without it trying to overstep a boundary.
No, I think that's completely fair. Yeah. And, that is kind of the way I would explain it. Or it is just when you have that the possibility of attraction to someone, you don't want to make them uncomfortable. I think the only difference is the different stigmas. There's both stigmas towards same-sex friendships where that happens, where one might be attracted to the other, and opposite sex friendships, like you said, if you're friends with a man as a friend with a woman, where you are kind of walking that line. And I do think it's fine if there is a queerness. I think the only reason there is a discussion around it is because of the shame, for lack of a better word, that people put on it. Like the whole people say sometimes, and I saw on this Reddit post that people were commenting just saying they're just kids, leave sexuality out of it, and they're just friends, there's nothing more to it. But I don't think that does it justice, because the only reason
because if one of them was a girl, they'd be like, oh, they're in love.
That was my argument.
It's always nothing more to it if it's someone.
It's because they just associate gay with sex.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, I remember I read something recently about how the dictionary definition of homosexual used to not say anything about love. It used to just be like a man who has sex with another man.
Yeah,
that sort of thing. And I think that people see relationships in general in that way, even in opposite sex relationships. There's a lack of affection. It's all so it's cut and dry. I like the whole thing of people say like, oh, it doesn't have to be gay. It's like, what's wrong if it was though?
Yeah.
Like, not in a sense of, oh no, like, what's wrong with Chris being gay? Like, even if neither of them are, why is the possibility of it so problematic?
Yeah.
Is homo-romantic a thing?
It could be, I guess.
Yeah.
Aromantic is a thing.
Asexual is a thing.
Yeah. I could see myself as, if it was a thing, heteroromantic, homosexual. I feel like works for me, because I do often have emotional connections with women more than physical. But then, I think that labels in general that's a whole other discussion. I think labels can be very helpful, but I also think that sometimes it's really hard to put it into a box. I'm here saying, oh, this person, lots of people read Chris as gay. That's cut and dry. Bisexuality exists, pansexuality exists, there's other options. It's more just...
Imagine being bisexual.
Crazy. Pick a side. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say on the queerness of it all. It's just...
No, I got that reading of it.
I think that, and I will make a sweeping statement, because I think that this is one of those cases where I'm sure there'll be other Stephen King adaptations where I talk about queerness in general in the future, but I think this is a very unique case with the subject matter of the story and the masculinity portrayal and the emotionality of it. I think that a lot of people, like you said, associate queerness with just sex and forget the emotional aspects of it.
Yeah.
And forget
it's genuinely, it can be a way of just dehumanizing same-sex relationships.
And if you're someone who is listening and you're thinking like you still just don't see it, and you think that it's weird that when we read into this in this way,
shut up.
Yeah, but also
I've seen people online saying like, you're a pervert because you see two friends and you have to assume that they're in love because it fits your gender. Just like, no, that's just not it at all, Chief.
Humans are built on relationships. I've never understood the take of just like people who act as if humans are isolated. No, we're built on connection. And I think the line between platonic love and romantic love is very thin. I think it's a lot more thin than people want to admit, frankly. Like, my opinion of, this is a bit more of a jump, but you'll understand. Like, my opinion of, I think a lot more people are bisexual than they realise.
Yeah.
Because they, again, associate it just with sex and not with romance and with affection. And, I think the idea of, like you said, homoromantic is a very interesting concept.
Biromantic, heterosexual.
Yeah, I think that's completely valid. And, congrats on coming out as straight.
Once you start tearing down, like...
well, that's the thing. Some people don't like that. I think, because some people don't like the idea of gender being a construct and sexuality being a construct, even though it is a social construct, because it means so much.
Just because it is a construct doesn't mean it's not important.
Yeah, because it means so much. I personally don't love labels, but I do use labels for myself because I know the reason I don't like them is more repression than anything. But on the flip side, it's like I hear some people's labels and I think, oh, that's too specific. That's made up. But I think, hang on, they're all made up.
As a Libra, you do hate labels.
Yeah. Whereas that sort of thing of like they're all made up, and if it's helpful for someone else, then fine. Like just let them have it.
Yeah.
But so
I'm a manager. Yeah, so we work at the same place. Just a label.
Yeah. Everything matters and nothing matters.
Sure.
There we go. That's my final statement on that.
Your recommendation is going to be a certain Metallica song.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Metallica?
What are you referring to?
Nothing else matters?
That is Metallica.
Yeah. I was confused for a minute. Gay movie?
Was that a question mark or was that just a full stop?
Game movie?
Game movie?
Stand By Me, the video game.
Yeah, it's a beat 'em up. I don't know why.
It's a point-and-click adventure. You got to find the
It's
body.
a literal walking simulator.
Oh, yeah. That's the obvious one. Would you do this?
You are.
Go on a walk to see a dead body?
With my friends? Yeah.
Yeah, I go on a walk with my friends to see a dead body.
You want to?
I mean, I'll go on a walk with you regardless. I go on walks with you for fun.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
How would you... Is this your favourite Stephen King movie about a walk?
Yeah, I probably do.
Is this your favourite gay Stephen King movie about a walk?
God, yeah, there is a fucking thin line, isn't there? I do prefer this to The Long Walk if I had to pick between them. I love The Long Walk. I've watched it so many fucking times at this point, and I always find something to enjoy.
Rewatch it.
You can borrow my Blu-ray if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I might do.
Yeah.
I might buy it for myself. Who knows?
Because
it's one of the ones I don't have.
Yeah.
But,
I genuinely love The Long Walk, but I do think I prefer this. But I do think that I love Stephen King as a horror writer. God, I wish he did more of this stuff. I know he has done other things outside of horror, especially more modern.
I think it just sort of makes it special,
mysteries.
considering he's pulling so much from like personal experience.
Exactly. I think he just.
So it's
he
better than
captures it so much. It is a slightly
Well, the best part
better.
of his like horror stuff is the human element always.
Yeah, I've always said like he writes characters really well. Like, even from the start.
This movie's kind of an odyssey if you think about it. They're going somewhere.
Yeah. They return home.
Do you think this movie and story would be better improved if once they found the body, they just started having an orgy?
We can't leave the train tracks
until you could. What do you think of the train scene?
I think it's thematic.
How so?
Big train.
Fair enough.
No, I really like the way it's shot. The way they use a really long lens to make it feel like it's closer. It does feel like
it's very good tension building.
Impending like coming of age.
You could read it as a metaphor.
Because I feel like at certain stages you can't say, okay, the movie changes like after this point, and by the end it's not the same movie as it started.
I wanted to bring this up. Right in the middle of the movie, and I know because this is when I paused it to go to sleep. Right in the middle is the lard.
Yeah, lard ass.
Lard ass. Why this story? Because like whenever there's a story within a story that draws attention to itself, you've got to pay attention. I've seen people kind of dismiss it, being like, it's just like whatever. It's just to show fucking Gordy is a writer. But I don't know, just having it right in the middle of this film,
so
this specific narrative, I'm just wondering why this one, and sort of like if it ties in with any other themes that they're trying to express. 2 short stories in the book. There is the Tale of Lard Hogan, but there is also the Revenge of Lard Hogan. There is also Stud City, which is a lot more introspective. It's about
my life.
Damn right. I mean, I hope not. It's not. It's kind of a depressing story.
Stud City.
Yeah, I get the joke. Yeah. It's.
Wow. Thanks.
You're a stud. Is that what you want? I don't think I've ever used that word to describe someone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I kind of read it as like, oh, this is like Geordie wrote that when he was kind of younger, and I think it's him seeing himself as older. So it's about, his relationship with women and sort of being kind of like a performance of adulthood.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not in the movie, but the Lard Ass Hogan one is, which is very similar in the story. It's basically the same. I like the inclusion. I think it kind of ties into this idea of, an outsider kind of wanting to prove themselves in a way and getting back at people who doubted him.
Yeah, but not in a sort of traditional, like catering to their wants, more trying to go in their own way.
Yeah, it's not like he won the competition. It's he sabotaged it.
It just feels more significant in it just because it's right in the center. Yeah. And it is, obviously. It's like the only story really you read from Geordie.
Yeah.
If I am completely honest, it is my least favourite part of the movie.
Yeah.
And I know in the commentary, Rob Reiner mentions, I was stupid for thinking at some point I was going to cut this out of the movie. I completely get it. I think with its inclusion, it just, at least to me, and this may just be the fact we do this podcast, but it just makes it seem so autobiographical.
How so? Because it's a story
because it's like a horror story, I guess.
Well, I guess
it feels like it's got shades of like Creepshow.
Well, it's interesting you say that, considering it was a short story written by King.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It takes me out a little bit.
That's fair. I think that I can give or take it, but I think that it's good to. And I think you can understand why it's there. I think, yes, it shows Geordie as a storyteller, but also it strengthens his relationship with his friends. It shows his friends different perspectives.
Yeah, when Teddy's just like, oh, then what happens?
Yeah, then what happens? Vern's like asking really random specific questions.
Yeah.
But I also
Chris
think...
is the only one who's just kind of like gets it.
Yeah, but also in that sense of Geordie and Geordie is so fucking hard.
Yeah, you're thinking of Geordie Verrill.
Yeah. Geordie Verrill. Like, fuck. Geordie LeChungus. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Geordie LeChungus.
It's a fucking good one.
Gord from Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah. Geordie.
Gord.
I hit more than anything you could imagine. It just so sincerely be like, good one.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It just fell out.
I thought it was good as well.
Thanks. Give me some skin.
Geordie is very self-conscious of his writing. Well, as far as we know, like early on, he only shows it to his brother, and it's not until after you get the discussion between him and Chris, with the whole, Chris encouraging him to be a writer, and the whole like Geordie saying, "No, it's stupid. It's stupid. Why would I do that?" And the whole discussion that also makes me cry of, "I wish I was your dad, because if I was, you wouldn't be talking this way about yourself. You would be pursuing it." And it's only after that then that he feels comfortable and able to tell them a story.
That's true.
So I kind of read it as a changing moment for Geordie, where he's coming into his own as a writer.
And even if he's getting a little bit of pushback, I guess, even from his friends.
Yeah, it's having that confidence. It's hard to answer those questions and, have like criticism, no matter how stupid, of something you write.
Yeah,
that's a skill in itself. So I'd say that's why.
Okay.
I think that's why it's included. And I think it's important to be there, even if it is a bit of a slowdown moment.
Well, speaking of writing, this was nominated for the Academy Award.
Was it?
For Best Writing Screenplay Based on Another Medium, so the equivalent of Best Adapted Screenplay. It did not win, but it was nominated for a bunch of other awards. A very cool one here, Best Foreign Language Movie, by the Awards of the Japanese Academy.
That's cool.
But also...
Oh yeah, apparently this movie's really big in Asia.
Is it?
Like, yeah, genuinely. Like, apparently the town where it was filmed, Brownsville, has like an annual celebration and has a walking tour, and apparently like loads of Asian tourists go there. It's really popular.
Yeah, Asia just loves American culture, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It was also nominated for the DGA Award, Outstanding Directorial Achievement, for Rob Reiner. A bunch of Film Independent Spirit Awards, including Best Feature, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. Golden Globes for Best Motion Picture Drama and Best Director. And the WGA also nominated it for Best Screenplay based on material from another medium. It was also nominated for Best Video for a Film at the VMAs. Did you see the music video?
I forgot to watch it. I hear them talking about it. I should have watched it.
It's so stupid. It shows like the original recording, and then it like pans from the TV to Benny King, who's just doing it in front of like a crowd of like, I don't know, 20 to 30 people, and just like only 2 of the kids are there.
I was going to say, isn't it?
It's just River Phoenix and Will Wheaton, and they just like clapping or like.
I remember Will
doing
Wheaton,
like barely any movement.
Yeah, Will
it's
Wheaton
very
saying
odd.
He felt really awkward during it and didn't really know what to do.
I definitely don't know why it was nominated for Best Music Video. Like, the song is good. I like the song.
Yeah.
I like the movie. I don't think the video is anything.
No, that's completely fair. I did forget to watch it.
It's a fun odyssey. It's really nice that it's included on the Blu-ray. I appreciate that. But the VMAs, it was a different time.
Yeah.
They couldn't award black people yet. Oh, wait. Benny King's black.
Yeah.
Did he win the award for the video?
No.
Ah, there we go then. But, yeah. I feel like we talked a lot about everything, essentially. Just any final thoughts on the characters? I feel like, what do we think of Teddy? Because I feel like we haven't talked about Teddy much.
Teddy is...
Because I'd argue, because we say about Vern being the comedic relief, Teddy is more the typical king jokester character.
I only say Vern was more just because
I feel
Teddy
like
has this tragedy
mixed
in with it.
I feel like when we saw it in cinemas as well, there was more like laughter coming from like Vern's lines.
Yeah.
It's very like pleasing comedy, whereas there's a comedic edge to Teddy,
I think it's more like he's trying to be funny.
Yeah, I was going to say that, because in the book it's written as like Teddy is the one who makes them laugh.
Yeah.
But it is more of a performance.
Whereas being fat is funny forever.
Yeah. Well, it's like Vern isn't trying to be funny, he just is funny.
Yeah.
Whereas Teddy is trying to be funny
Teddy
to
is
hide
more of a
everything
Richie.
else. Yeah, yeah.
But,
he's even got the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that young Corey Feldman could play a Richie character, definitely. One of the bits that like surprised me on this rewatch that made me tear up was after they escape the dog, and he says about like Teddy's dad being a loony. Just the way Corey Feldman says he stormed the beach of Normandy is heartbreaking. It's like he doesn't even believe it himself.
I like how he started quoting Full Metal Jacket decades before that movie was out. That was really impressive.
Would you have stormed the beaches of Normandy if you could?
No.
If I could, no.
No, me neither.
No, I wouldn't.
But if you two said yes, I would have said yes, because I would have wanted to go with you.
I do it with friends. But
yeah,
like,
I think it'd be like a nice activity.
Guys, do you want to
weekend.
storm the beaches of Normandy?
Oh my god, we could. They're still there.
Just stick it in the group chat. Hey, anybody like free to storm the beaches of Normandy?
Yeah, I just wanted to get some final thoughts out about Teddy, really.
He's not my favourite Teddy.
Who's your favourite Teddy?
The one I had when I was born.
Mine is Ted too.
That's fair.
The bit where they find all the weed and they play the Jurassic Park.
No, it's when they find the trans porn on Mark Wahlberg's.
That is actually really epic.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Who's your favourite? Actually, that's a really good question. Who is your favourite of the kids?
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Like, who would I like want to hang out with, or just like who like
which character
was the most entertaining?
Like, your favourite character?
Favorite character. I probably would say Vern.
Yeah, fair. I think mine is Chris as well. With the, I just realising we haven't really said anything about the older boys, and I do think they're very one note, but in a positive way, if that's the way they're meant to play.
It was the 50s.
Yeah, I do really like that the two older boys, like Vern's brother and the other guy, find the dead body, promise to keep it a secret, and both immediately gossip about it.
36 hours.
Yeah.
There is one thing I wish this movie did, and it's a very specific thing. I wish it had like, when it ends and it plays Stand By Me, I wish it would just like do like freeze frame credits. Just like show like everybody doing something, just like freeze and just like
I'd rather it be like Predator, where they look and smile at the camera.
That'd be really good, actually.
Yeah. It's just a thing, like, obviously we don't really see it all that much. I think that might be one of the reasons why I was won over by Top Gun Maverick, because they did it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Don't fall for it.
I won't. I'm never fucking watching that movie all the way through, don't worry.
But no, it's just a thing I thought that would be cute. But
that's fair. What do you think of the ending? Like the whole like he's been written it down, because we've talked so many fucking times about King writing writers. What do you think is in this?
I think
case?
he should have ended with a question mark instead of a full stop.
Do you like the?
Oh wait, yeah, it does.
Yeah, does anyone?
No,
I think it is. Do you like that final quote?
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. I was expecting that to be the final quote of the book as well, but it's not. It happens like halfway through.
What's the final quote?
Well, my Kindle is over there. I can tell you.
No.
Fine. I'll never know. I own this one physically. Oh, well, I guess I've got... Yeah, where's different seasons? Give me 2 seconds.
There.
I'm sorry.
Is it orange?
Oh, and I'm glad you said about this. The train track is the cover of my version of different seasons.
Like the train tracks that lead you to prison.
Or
Nazi
God.
Germany.
In this version, in my book version, the fucking fall from innocence, the body for George McLeod. the one that he said he plagiarized.
Yeah,
really?
All hail the McLeod.
Yeah. I wonder if he did that out of like...
Fuck you.
Yeah, out of spite.
Or is it like Terminator, where he's just like, with thanks to Harlan Ellison or something?
I looked to the left, and beyond the mill I could see Castle River, not so wide, but a little cleaner, still flowing under the bridge between Castle Rock and Harlow. The trestle upstream is gone now, but the river is still around. So am I.
So am I.
Castle
like that.
Rock.
Castle
More
Rock.
like... Oh, the final story, the one that hasn't been adapted, is for Peter and Susan Straub.
I went to a bookshop earlier and they had no Stephen King, but they had a fuck ton of Dean Koontz.
That's awesome. I see Dean Koontz everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's just him.
Yeah, you know, like, it's the confirmation bias thing. It's like, if you buy a car, you will see that car everywhere. But yeah, no, I just see Dean Koontz everywhere now.
In your dreams.
Yeah.
When you shut your door, he's just there.
I see his little smile.
Any final thoughts?
No.
Just, it's one of those cases where it's just such a good story. It's like, what else could you say?
It's kind of like when we did Shawshank.
Yeah.
I felt like we were very succinct.
Yeah. It's great story, great film. They should never readapt it.
That being said, Fortnite with low taper fades.
That being said, I would love to see a modern take on it, like as a joke.
They should remake it. They should all have broccoli hair. They should be doing the 6-7.
I do love the idea of them walking down the train track, and rather than they're doing like the cute little dance they do to Lollipop, it's just cool because I really like that aspect of the movie as well. With like, two of them will be having a really intense conversation, the other two will be fucking around.
Yeah,
but I love the idea of it's just like, if I wish I was your dad, and fucking Fern is just 6 hair.
But like, we also got to change the name because it can't be Stand By Me. I don't know.
What modern song?
I don't know, Thick of It by KSI.
Thick of It. Thick of It isn't a terrible name for something, to be fair.
Especially if it was a sitcom from the BBC.
Are you laughing so hard, Joe?
Because I didn't think about that until I said it and locked eyes with it.
I thought that was part of the joke.
No. It was the way you were looking at me. I was like immediately like, oh, I'm so fucking stupid.
I love you.
I love you too.
There are definitely more ways it can be updated for modern audiences. Just like, we need to find the body. Well, Google Maps says it's this way.
Oh god, yeah. My phone has no service out here. I've never been without Wi-Fi before. Whoa, what trailer did we see recently where I had a joke like, fucking iCloud and the Paw Patrol dinosaur movie?
Oh god, that was rough.
That was rough?
Yeah, no, there's like...
Okay.
I don't know why.
That hit you right in the giggles.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, Paw Patrol.
Yeah, it's just... There's a window and an eye, a dinosaur's eye.
There's dinosaurs in it.
And he's like, oh, that's my iCloud.
I fucking hate Paw Patrol.
It's fucking atrocious.
It's just the plot of that Jurassic World movie.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
The one with the volcano killing the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But what if the Paw Patrol were there?
I don't know if we're on recommendations, but if we have like anti-recommendations, Paw Patrol is up there.
I have, as a teacher, watched a lot of children's television shows that are made now. Some of them are frankly bad. Another one I don't like, Spidey and His Amazing Friends. That show is like crack. It's so overwhelming.
Is it canon?
I mean, probably.
Is Spidey and His Amazing Friends going to show up in Doomsday?
Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. They'd wipe the floor with him.
Yeah.
Anyway, actual recommendations. I'm going first because it was my intro. I am recommending a film. It is a film.
Sorry, Joe, this is very important.
I'm just going to let you do it. They're doing rock, paper, scissors to see who's going next.
I'm going next.
Yeah. I am recommending a film. It's like a recommendation in two parts, but it is a film. It's called The Way He Looks. It is a Brazilian film that came out in 2014, following a blind teenage boy, just as he navigates, adolescence, trying to get more of his independence and his like newfound friendships and newfound relationships. It is a queer movie, of course. I am trying to watch
ding
more.
That.
Yeah,
Has anybody hit a bingo?
I think I watched it for the first time in uni, and I thought it was beautiful then. And I'm trying to watch a lot more queer media now.
That's why you watch Animal Farm.
Yeah, exactly. No, because I genuinely found that I was probably trying to avoid it for a while. So I'm recommending that. I think it's a very beautiful movie. It's like I said earlier, it's very quiet. It explores senses and just how our senses make us human. The main boy is blind, but it discusses the intimacy of touch, like we discussed in this, or like smell, and just how that connects people in different ways. But if you don't want to watch a full-length movie, it is based on a short film that is only 17 minutes long, called I Don't Want to Go Back Alone, which is on YouTube, which is just the same story but condensed. The short film came first, and they made it into a full movie.
Which one is better?
I think the full movie, just because you get to explore the characters more. It's the same cast, same actors in the short film and the movie. I think that they just get to really shine. The short film is a very beautiful mini story, but it doesn't really talk about the independence aspect, whereas the main character arc of the main boy is the fact that being blind is everyone coddles him essentially.
No, I really like it when they have like a short film and a long version. You can see the differences. Like Whiplash is one I think of. Yeah.
If I was going to recommend a viewing experience, I watched the short film first. I did that originally in uni as well, before I knew it was based on before I knew it was turned into a full-length film. I do think if you watch the short film, obviously it does kind of spoil the story because it's the same ending essentially. But I definitely think they're different experiences. Like, I'd recommend the film, but then check out the short film afterwards if you enjoyed the film. Yeah, nice. So it was called The Way He Looks.
My recommendation is music, specifically the band The Lonely Island. I did rewatch the movie Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping the other day, and while I am tempted to say that's my recommendation, no, I want to go for the music overall because it's quite... I've got a lot of like nostalgia for it, and I know you can criticize nostalgia, but no. No, it's just I really like listening back to the music. It's...
Do you recommend any song or album?
I really like Turtleneck and Chain. I really like Incredibad. I really like the soundtrack to Popstar.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no.
Every Pride comes round.
Oh, genuinely. Like I watched that movie last year, I think, for the first time, and tells you about it, and it's really fucking good. But just the songs, especially.
That Equal Rights song was so offensive.
No, I love that.
I honestly listen to the soundtracks as well, because there's some songs that are not in the movie or just like really shortened for the movie, and they're just so funny. And like watching the movie is just like, it's great because I really like the movie, but it's just like, oh, we didn't hear that line, which really makes me laugh every time. But no, I'm on a boat, jizz in my pants. Awesome. You know, some classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epic. I'm recommending The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. I was in Bristol and there was a film festival on. I never heard of this, but my girlfriend wanted to see it. Sorry. So The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. It was directed by Lotte Reiniger, a German. It's one of the first animated movies. It was released in 1926. Wow. It's stop motion shadow puppets. It looks incredible. Some of the stuff they were.
I've never seen the whole thing, but I've seen bits of it.
It
does look great.
It is fucking phenomenal. It's so good. It's really well paced and it surprisingly immersive, considering we saw it like 10 o'clock in the morning as well.
Nice
for a silent movie. Yeah, I think it's wonderful.
Should we shadow drop that there's going to be another episode in 2 weeks' time? Again at 10 a.m. on a Saturday? Maybe one where we talk about...
Soft launching.
Soft launching. I don't have even a joke. I was just going to repeat it. Go on.
Yeah, we're doing another episode. We're doing Stand By Me 2, Stand Harder.
Oh, yeah, they did say about possibly like a sequel, but they didn't want to do it.
Yeah, no, clearly, why would you do a sequel? Yeah. No, we're moving away from standing. We're sitting down. We're watching The Boogeyman. I have no idea what The Boogeyman is about. I know it's the same people who did Heretic.
Oh.
And it's also...
Oh, God.
I like Heretic. I'm just surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they directed it. They definitely wrote it. And it's definitely Sophie Thatcher from Heretic as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about this one. This is fairly recent. Yeah. I'm quite excited.
This is one of those cases because I don't know anything about it. I might watch the film first.
You could do.
And see what...
I don't know how long... I think it's a short story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched the film first for that one.
Yeah. We got to sprinkle in some new ones, some old ones, some big ones, some small ones. So, yeah. We will see you then, I think. Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to say before I go through the standard intro?
No, I was going to say, where could people find us?
You can find us on all major podcasting platforms. We are on there, and you can listen. We are on all major podcasting platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, Deezer. Hello, if you listen to Deezer. Thank you for being our Deezer listener. Someone's got to do it. Somebody's listening on Deezer. We are also on YouTube at Pod One Out Studios, where you can find something else.
First Time Flyers, a show that exists for now. We just had a 1 year anniversary special come out on last week. So if you want to see a fun little video Viv and I did, which does feature Garen as well, you could check that out. Also, we completely skipped over that. By the time this comes out, we'll have been celebrating a year of All Hail the King.
Actually, we won't. We'll be shy of 1 day.
Well, fuck. Okay, come back next time.
This comes out... The following day after this is 1 year since our Christine episode came out. So it's effectively a 1 year special, I guess.
I like that. So I think Stand By Me is a good one to cover for a 1 year thing.
It's a nostalgic film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just want to say thank you for sticking with us for the past year.
For standing with us.
Standing with us.
Standing by us. Standing by me.
Yeah.
Stand by me.
And we hope you boogie with us for another year.
I hope that's what Boogeyman means. It's not the scary one, it's dancing.
Do you know the Wii game Boogie?
You know the movie Boogie
Oh,
Nights?
yeah, I do. I also know that one, yeah.
Yeah. You know the Doctor Who episode Space Babies?
Oh, yeah.
You can find us on the socials. We're on Instagram and TikTok at All Hail the King Podcast. If you do want to write into the show, we do have emails. Steamails, as we call them.
As we call them
the one time we had a steamail, that's what we called it. Viv's remembering that it was called steamails. We don't tend to get many steamails, but this one is interesting. Your Gmail storage is 70% full. I don't know how, considering we don't get too many Steamails. Your Steamail storage is 70% full. But send in your thoughts on any Stephen King adaptation, because we are going to get through all of them.
Yeah.
Even that one, you think we don't know that it exists? We know. I've got a spreadsheet.
We know about Hindu It. Wait, no.
We know about Big Driver.
That implies that Pennywise is religious. Anyway.
Was it like a Jewish it, a Christian it?
There's different versions, yeah.
The Buddhist it.
Buddhit. Oh, we should sing the song to end it.
There's a song about a Hindu it?
Yeah. When the night is so...